We at the Hall of Fame, I love this award, the Humanitarian of the Year. We look to recognize folks that are doing just that. Great leadership. Those folks that are helping shape the young people in our community and that share the spirit of our mission. Harold White knew the challenges firsthand. He led the way in helping teach young men in South Carolina and across all the communities he encountered. My good friend and my good friend and advisor, Joe White, has shared many great stories about the foundation of his respect and admiration of Harold White, which has led to my own. We remember and honored Harold White tonight for a life well lived. It is my honor to name Harold White our 2019 Humanitarian of the Year. He joins a great group of men, many of whom are in this room tonight we've honored in the past: Paul Kennemore, Dow Sheely, Ramon Robinson, Coach Mowgli, and others. So please join me tonight in welcoming Andrew Richardson to accept this honor on behalf of his grandfather in our 2019 Humanitarian of the Year, Harold White.
There's a lot of people in here. On behalf of our family, first we'd like to thank the Hall of Fame and so many of you who have truly welcomed my family after the passing of my grandfather earlier this year. It's truly been remarkable to see the impact that he had on so many communities that stretched not only our community in Columbia, but this great state of South Carolina and really our country. It's been overwhelming, but certainly something that we will never take for granted. This is truly an event that my grandfather would have loved to have been in attendance, loved to have been around so many of you. I've had the opportunity to meet a handful of you over the course of my lifetime. You know, Coach Jeffries and George Rogers. I've got some stories that he would tell about you two that I would say here, but my aunt, my mom, and my grandmother are here, and I need a ride home. But in a little bit of seriousness, I can't think of a better word to describe my grandfather than humanitarian. And that's what he devoted his life to. He loved people. He loved building relationships. He loved encouraging people. But he really loved and devoted the vast majority of his life to molding people into becoming the best versions of themselves. And I'm certainly a living embodiment of that, I would hope. You know, he spent a great deal of his time telling student athletes, you know, it's great what you can do on the field, but it's more important with who you are. And it's maybe more important than that, what kind of person you're going to be when you leave here. And that's, I think, a lesson that, you know, for me now in my career where I work with youth as an athletic administrator in a school, you know, I think that's the best lesson I can give any young person. So that's something that I hope that this foundation, you know, and this Hall of Fame really continues to embody. I'm looking forward to hearing the stories of the inductees for this year. And I know that, you know, he is certainly honored to be just in the conversation with so many of you tonight. So thank you for having us, and I look forward to a great evening.